The Rochester RLE kicks off tomorrow morning, so you know what that means. We have some bold predictions. All right, let's just start straight away with my top 16. I'm not going to bring them in one at a time anymore. Here's all 16. I'll just point out a few things before I get to specific bold predictions. I have 2 Mimics toppings and 2 Overhauls topping, and that is it for the repeat characters. All the other characters are one-ofs. I think right now we are in a really healthy meta where lots of characters are viable. When I say healthy meta, I mean in terms of character diversity and symbol diversity, not necessarily in like attack diversity, but you can see I've got a lot of different symbols being represented and a lot of different characters. I've got Mimic on Earth and Chaos, Overhaul on Earth and Life. I think the Earth Overhaul build is going to be using maximum Overhaul to its full advantage. That is one of my bold predictions. I have only one Mirio making it. I've got Arapa, Tokoyami. I'm always picking Bakugo on Death. I just really think that he benefited from Kiri 3's kit. And I've predicted Bakugo to top like 3 RLEs in a row. But you know what? Sometime I'm going to be right. And I don't want to take him off on the one time when it actually happens. So I'm just going to keep up with this take. I think Fourth Kind is going to top simply because I know one of the Rochester RLE players, I don't know his name, but I know his nickname is Giggles, and he won an RLE already this year with Fourth Kind, and I believe he almost topped at Gen Con with Fourth Kind, so I think he'll come back and make top cuts. I've got an All Might 3 and Eraserhead on Void. You know, nothing else too crazy. I've got an Asui, but kind of the characters that you would expect for the most part, but a nice diversity here. And that's going to bring me to my first bold prediction, and that is that no character will see heavy representation. I know we're expecting Overhauls to see this massive representation, but I really don't see it for the, not for the Rochester RLE. Maybe for Nationals, these characters will jump up in representation, right? It'll be like the Overhaul Mirio Jiro show. But I don't think for the RLE right now. Most everybody already has their Natsvites. Everybody's already signed up for Nationals. The pricing for the RLE is good, but it's not like, it's not incredible. So I think we're going to see a pretty nice diversity tomorrow. And there won't be any character that has more than 6 players playing it. And I also believe Asui and Tokoyami will both make top cuts. We have not seen these characters top much this year at all. Asui, not at all. Tokoyami did Swiss champ at, maybe it was Gen Con? I can't quite remember. But Tokoyami did Swiss champ at RLE, but then lost in the, I believe in the top 16. Maybe it was top 8 when they lost. But I believe that this time they're both going to make top cuts. They both got some pretty new like cards that they really like Tokoyami on Chaos got like Manifest, which you can do fun things with actions not counting towards progressive. You got like Lust for Battle on Fire, which might not seem like a big boost for Tokoyami, but Lust for Battle just adds up so much, and he's constantly discarding from the top of his deck to search for an action. And then we have Loving Father on Asui. I really think a Life Asui build could really crack this card. If you draw 2 Tongue Whips, you actually drew 3 Tongue Whips. It's also helping you use your face down foundations and get rid of them for minus speed. So I think they got some other nice things too, but these were just ones to point out. But I think they're both going to make top cuts this time around. And I also believe that 3 different Chaos characters will make top cuts. I was looking at this the other day. If you look at characters on the Chaos symbol, you had a lot of strong characters in set 1, right? You had like Midnight, you had Shoto, you had, let's think, you had Tokoyami, of course. We just talked about him. You had a few others, but really we didn't see many powerful Chaos characters in sets 2, 3, and 4. Maybe like Dobby 2 comes to mind, but we really didn't see any massive, powerful characters that really shook up the meta. And here in set 5, we've been introduced to a ton of new Chaos characters, especially like Mimic, Nejire, Amajiki, and I think in this case we're going to have 3 different set 5 Chaos characters make top cuts. And I'm not done with, Nejire has not topped an event this year, and I really think that this is going to be the event where she does it. And she's not only going to make top 16, I believe that Nejire is going to go all the way to the top 4. And there's quite a few members of the community with me on this one. Now, before I make my bold predictions videos. I've been asking on my socials for bold predictions from the community, and I had a few people respond with Nejire bold takes. So here is Barry on Facebook. His prediction is that Nejire comes in second on life. Now, of course, I'm predicting here the chaos symbol, but she's also very strong in the life symbol. And he's also got some more bold predictions I'll just mention here. Mimic wins it all on Earth. Interesting. Top 8 has 2 overhaul, 1 Toya. That would be a surprise. And Darwin's Swiss champs. There you go. I met Darwin in Florida. Very, very cool guy. And then Will says on Facebook, Nejire will top. I said, I believe this. Which symbol do you think she makes it on? He said, life, going to play repeated 100% smash. Nejire plays a, awesome punch package on the life symbol. So both Barry and Will believe it'll be on the life symbol. I believe it'll be on the chaos symbol. I know I'm in the minority, but I really believe that Nejire plays stronger on chaos. And I think people playing Nejire on life instead of chaos is one of the things that's been holding her back from making top cuts so far. I know I'm in the minority on that one, though. All right, and then we have Bubble Girl Bubbles Out. Bubble Girl became legal on September 1st, and so people can play with her now. Now, if you watch my ranking videos, you know that I don't even believe Bubble Girl is a top 100 character. So why would I say Bubble Girl bubbles out? Well, this idea came from me first on Twitter from Asmati42. Says, Bubble Girl loses a win and in for top cut. And he says, my top 16 Zs and Monoma wins it all. And okay, I happen to know that Asmati is playing Monoma, so that makes sense. I almost chose Monoma to go into the top 16 purely to support, but I couldn't quite get myself to do it. But yeah, I think that a lot of people are going to be playing Bubble Girl. I think we'll at least see like 2 to 3 players on Bubble Girl just because she's an interesting character. You get to show off your foil Bubble Girl that you won at your provisional store championship, and she just became legal. And she's a fun 7-hander. So I think a lot of people will be playing her, and I could see a solid player picking up Bubble Girl, maybe losing their first 2 rounds, going into like the easy side of the bracket, and then just rattling off 5 straight wins and being 5-2 and losing on a win and in. I can see it. So even though I don't believe Bubble Girl is a good character, I know a lot of other people do. And maybe not super competitive, but I know a lot of people believe that she's right on the fringe of competitive viability. So because she's going to see the representation, and she's probably only going to see representation from good players who know how to play a 7-hander, defensive 7-hander like Bubble Girl, that I can definitely see that she bubbles out. And that would just be really fitting for her character. And that is going to do it for my bold predictions. Let's get into my last one. The winner will be, this is the most important. I've gotten the winner right 3 out of 4 RLEs so far this season, but you're not here for accurate predictions. You're here for bold predictions, right? You didn't click just a predictions video. You clicked a bold predictions video. So the winner will be, and I got this on Facebook. This is Gabriel responding to me. He says, I win the RLE. I said, are you actually playing? If you are, and you let me know which character you are playing, I'll give you a shout out for sure. He says, I am. I'll be playing Eraserhead 1 on all. So you heard it here first. Gabriel will win the RLE on all Eraserhead. Eraserhead has already topped this season on Void. He's already topped on Death. Even won an RLE on Death. But now we're going to get the all symbol. The all symbol was very, very powerful earlier in the year. It was known as like the way to defeat Ojiro 2 because you could neutralize him by using Eraserhead erasing his character. And then you had a lot of power output from the all punch package. And you get cards like Snack Time, Prone to Dry Eyes, Mediator. You just get a lot of nice foundations on the all symbol. So here it is. All Eraserhead is coming back, and Gabriel is going to win the RLE. And if you are Gabriel and you are watching this video, you can go ahead and stop watching now. But just know this, I 100% believe in you, and I am rooting for you all the way. All right. Disregard everything I just said. The real winner is going to be Chaos Amajiki. Amajiki has been getting better and better finishes at every RLE this season. First he makes top cuts, then he makes top 8. I think last time he made top 4. This is the time Amajiki pushes through and is going to win it all. This is an incredibly fun character, and a lot of the best players in the game love playing him because fundamentally he pushes a lot of buttons, and that's what card gamers like. We like to push a lot of buttons, and Amajiki gets to do an insane amount of things. Once he has like 4 or 5 cards in his momentum, he gets to have these incredible kill turns at the end. where he can just hit you with like an attack, give it all the damage. Then he's going to hit you with an Ice Storm, dump all of his momentum into it. Then he's going to hit you with an Indiscriminate Shock for 1 million damage. Or it's going to be like this last list with the Death Arms Wallop, throwing it all in for a massive 15 low for 20 finisher move. Amajiki, these lists have just been getting more and more optimized. He's been seeing a lot of representation, and he's been seeing a lot of representation by great players. And so I believe this is the RLE where he wins it all. It's going to be the Rochester RLE. Although I have to say, I kind of hope that Gabriel wins with Ollie Racerhead, just for the bit. And it's not crazy to say that Ollie Racerhead could win it all. But as for me, I'm going to go with Chaos Amajiki. And there you have it. Now you know the winner of the Rochester RLE. And it starts up tomorrow morning, I believe. And they're going to be streaming it on the Twitch. And I will be watching alongside you.